Hi, Ophiuchus Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread, and then we'll get Major Arcana. And then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. We'll get your first card for Ophiuchus Moon. Alright, so right away I see someone who's, like, I heard going out of their head, losing their minds, freaking out. With the 9s as completions, this could be someone that you have decided to move on from. And then swords will be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Someone going crazy without you is also what I'm getting to. They may be having situations that are happening around them. Tower moments, possibly, where that's just going to be a destruction of false perspectives. Transformative energy also too. And that's possibly also being connected to the effect that you have with anyone crossing your path who may have done you wrong. Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. So with these both in reversals, I do get a great sense of mental instability, major imbalance. I feel this is also going to be someone too who's being seen for their truth, and that being a part of the 9 of Swords in reverse. The Cups energy will be water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and then your energy of Ophiuchus. And then with the Queen being in reverse, I don't get this being any kind of Queen card. So things playing themselves out in the way that they need to, things being brought to light. The way that this Queen of Cups reverse was presented, I also feel this is the masking of what's beneath the surface of this Queen of Cups reversed. But it's surfacing where it's being seen even more, with this 9 of Swords reversed being the card that was on top of here. And I don't get this being a separate person. It could be that someone was hiding someone, but I'm not going to get into all that and those magic tricks. I don't have time for it, and I know you don't either. This is your reading, so let's go ahead and we'll keep moving here. Along with that Queen of Cups reverse, this will also be about the reveals, secrecies revealed. Also, intuition not being listened to, someone being disconnected when it comes to that. Let's get your second card for Ophiuchus Moon. Okay, so we see the 4 of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So I got third party. When it comes to this individual, I'm getting being a part. Well, I'm not even going to say that. We'll see what the remaining cards are. But I do get this being a twin flame connection or some kind of union. And there being a third party connected to this. Let's see what all cards we have here. So we have the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, right, Temperance, King of Cups. Okay, very interesting what's coming through here, because I get that what we see here in the pictures, it's actually going to be about the Queen and the King cup, or excuse me, the Queen and the King cards that come through rather than what we see on these cards. So with the Four of Wands, this is going to be a household energy. Three of Pentacles, I got third party. And you could see there's two different women, but I'm not getting this being about that. That's not what I'm getting. Because these are two twin flame cards. I even feel this may even be the Empress energy. And this King of Cup having their head turned and away from this Empress energy, who is possibly a soulmate connection because of what's here with this Queen of Cups in reverse, where you have the cup cards of the royal courts here. But again, this being in reverse will not be a true queen. So there being some kind of, I'm getting like a false representation of the Queen. And the King having their head turned away from the Empress energy, where the upright energy would be the Queen of Cups, upright, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Queen of Wands in this energy here. So that might speak to a strong soul flame connection. With the Three of Pentacles being here, I do get that being connected to a third party. But with the three cards also being here and the Three Pentacles being here, I get this being an Empress where everyone loves her and everyone works together with her. And so then the feminine energies that we see here will be that which is embraced by the Empress energy. And then the masculine energy, we do have a sense of that being here, and that Three of Pentacles and being about their business and being one who is structured, who is cooperative, who has others who work together well with them. And this King of Cups being connected to this Empress as a soulmate, but having their head turned and away from them. And it most likely will be due to what's here. So I do get like a Two of Swords coming from this King of Cups. King of Cups is a very loving individual. I'm getting this King of Cups wears their heart on their sleeve. They may be a great giver. It could be that they're in denial of the truth now that some truth is being relayed here. With this being in the reading, though, I feel like they're being forced to see the truth in some kind of way. Whatever is going to be on the other side as this third card. So the King of Cups can see what they're trying to not see. I also channeled this for your title. Like attracts like. So if it ain't like, it's got to go. Very interesting. We have this kind of playing out with these cards here. Let's go ahead and we'll move on. This will be a part of Emperor energy. All four kings, just like the Empress energy, creates the Emperor energy. This is a very loving individual here. Also very psychic and intuitive. I get a very handsome energy also too. Very talented. And with the Emperor energy, they build, they may have businesses. I'm also seeing like a sword of truth being right here too. Not wanting to see the truth of a situation. And it could be because they've been manipulated. Alright, let's get your third card for Ophiuchus Moon. Next card for Ophiuchus Moon. Six of Cups reverse. The truth of a situation. Well, scoochies. Scoochies. So we can get that in there. Seeing the truth of a situation, where I get this King of Cups seeing that and being in connect with this Queen of Cups. This is what they were getting. I do want to mention Temperance is also about patience. For some reason, that wanting to come through, and I just get it going back to the Empress energy. That's a part of this 3-card set here. But 6 is in reverse. That will be conditional love, where for me, I've picked that up divinely as the upright 6 being unconditional love. It's also going to be Virgo energy. So Virgo in reverse, I'm hearing not having receipts, things not being in order. I do see a 5 of Cups turned over, so major regret. This came through in another reading that I just did not too long ago. And then I see this Ace of Cups turned over. I was getting like a prominent energy coming from this particular cup. But now that I say that, and it's lit here too, here in this card, and I've never seen this before or noticed this. It could be because this Queen of Cups is in reverse. But this is a little bit less of a hue here. If you see the comparisons there. And so I do get that being a part of what's here. The little birdie being here, that could be significant too. Strong Cancerian energy I'm getting for the King of Cups. And I did want to mention too, the moon is in Cancer. It's also in waxing crescent phase. 5.29, I believe that was the energy. Let me double check here. Yeah, the age of the waxing crescent is 5.29 days. And then the moon phase again will be waxing crescent at 30.6% today on the 21st of May, 2026. And this particular 6 of Cups, we see the feminine energy here just completely not present. That'll be part of what comes through here with the Queen of Cups there. And then here's the love being given, but it's not really appreciated. It's almost like someone feels entitled. Like, yeah, you're going to give me that. It could even be care that's been given because someone is mentally unstable and trying to continue on with this connection to try to maybe help someone to get better, but it's all about choices. And this, I feel, goes a lot deeper and actually needs like greater assistance. Deep healing being needed for this particular individual here. So the King of Cups seeing that. So turning away from Empress energy here as a part of who it is that they are, only to see the truth of a situation here. Let's get your 4th card for Ophiuchus Moon. given that this King of Cups is in the upright, I do get there being some changes that have been made, and that being a part of the movement forward and seeing the truth of a situation. Confirmation, being in connect with the Queen of Cups reversed. Fourth card for Ophiuchus Moon. Okay, and with this coming beneath the Queen of Cups reversed, I'm getting like spiritual and physical energy, like because something, like because they've connected themselves to a situation, that energy from within them has relayed itself in some kind of way in the physical, where I'm getting like blocked work. Eight of Pentacles is about work. And then Chariot energy, I'm getting that being connected to a car. So there being some kind of effects here connected to work and cars. And that's mainly what I'm getting there. I'm not being guided to go any further into that. The Chariot is a card of 7. This will speak to the major imbalance. 7's being Libra energy. It also being about not being on the right path. So with this following this energy and these both being in reverse, that's almost what, it's very similar to what's here. And that's just not working. That could also be the energy too of not working on something because it's not the right path. But here's the masculine energy, and then here's the feminine energy. I've also channeled this as a Queen of Pentacles card too, so with this being in reverse, it will reiterate the energy coming from the Queen of Cups reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed will be similar to the Queen of Cups, only dealing with that physical sense, being very materialistic, not very good with money. I've channeled this, for some reason this is coming through again, but they don't like children. Very arrogant, more about themselves. And it's the same energy that we see here of this masculine going to give affection to this feminine, being on that wrong path, going towards this feminine. And their back is turned. They're more concerned about pentacles, gifts, receiving, manifesting that, and it having nothing to do with love. Where this energy with the Chariot is a card of Cancer, but it's in reverse. So it'll be more of that conditional love that's coming through. Maybe being on false perspective and feeling like they have to give to a certain person because of what they look like. Rather than it being about the quality of the person. And this is all showing, I'm not going to say lack of quality, but there just needing to be some really, really deep healing that needs to be done. And so when I did channel this possibly being another person, it could be what we're also seeing here too, with the masculine energy that's here. Someone realizing what they've chosen for themselves. And so I get the effect of what is all here from within this one particular person, is speaking to what we have here and then what we also have here. Okay, let's get your 5th card for Ophiuchus Moon. Excuse me. Queen of Swords reversed, and this landed right in the middle of the Empress energy and the King of Cups. So that could be that 9 of Swords energy in reverse also to someone freaking out because they're being seen for their truth of interfering in a connection. And this being karmic, I also want to mention that too with the 6 of Cups reverse. But this card it actually came through in the last damn reading that I did. It's notorious. It's been seen. It continues to be seen. And I feel maybe it needs to be this way. Everything happens for a reason, but gosh dang. Someone really likes attention, and they do it manipulatively also too, but I feel this is a backfire for this particular person. It's more of the reversal energy coming through, where someone's been pretty adamant about trying to hold on to a certain facade, and it's just not holding. I'm getting it's not holding with the universe in the way that they were able to have it hold in the past. It's falling apart. And I did get the Tower energy there. And so this will be someone who deliberately got themselves in the middle to try to cause a separation between two. This will be the Lover's energy. The two people that you see here in this card are part of the Lover's card. And so with this being in reverse, this is an attempt to cause disharmony when it comes to two people who are cosmically in a connection. So this will be lies, deception, hacking, 24/7 monitoring, disrespecting others and their boundaries, their minds, manipulation. I did get that here, seeing this particular moon energy at the top of the crown for this king. And manipulating this person to believe that they're the Queen of Cups, but they're not. And they've gotten in the middle of an Empress and an Emperor energy here with this sort of lies here. And so I'm glad that I mentioned this sword here, this Ace of Sword in the upright, because this will attest to the truth of this card and what's come through with the sword being in reverse here, connected to lies. And so what I'm also seeing too are these swords of truth continuing to come, and that being a part of why someone may be losing it. Backfiring energy and all the truths that they have tried to conceal are coming back from the universe also too. Let's see what this card is here at the crown here, and I get it being more of the energy that's above the crown of the King of Cups. Ten of Swords reverse. So with this being aligned here energetically with the Six of Cups reverse, this will speak to more of this energy and all these reversals here too. Being surrounded by this. This is surrounding, all these reversals are surrounding energy. And this is also what came through in the Sagittarius, or excuse me, the Scorpio reading. Sagittarius could be significant. That will be the next reading. But this was for the Scorpio moon reading that I just did. They were surrounded. And that's kind of been the sense and the essence of the last few readings that I've done. Sewer energy came through for one. Oh my gosh. Gross. But with this reversal 10, that will be significant. With the swords, that'll also be significant, relevant to what we see here. And then also here, with it coming through connected, it's the pairing energy. So someone, a King of Cups being on the wrong path and choosing someone that has gotten them in a shitty mess. They've gotten themselves in a shitty mess. And it's in connect with an Empress energy. So the Empress, I get sitting pretty, not dealing with this shit, doing what they need to do for their stability, knowing they're in connect with this King of Cups, are safe and protected. And I get that also being too significant as to why this is the center, because this is going to be a centered energy, and it's also in the upright. And then this will also confirm what I channeled here for your title. So being in a certain state, yeah, I just get someone manipulated. This King of Cups, the King of Cups made a choice, and in making that choice, it's just put them in the energy of who it is that they brought into their world. And this is the result, because this is masculine energy that's here. This is beyond 10 swords here. There's 11 swords here. 10s are about endings, though. And this will be the end in getting over painful situations here. And then again, swords will be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And we'll just leave this like this here. And let's get your final card. Because I'm guided not to put this underneath this energy, because this is the false representation of the manipulation of trying to be the Queen of Cups, which is a part of the Empress energy. And that energy is very safe and protected. I also mentioned that too. Let's get your 6th card for Ophiuchus Moon. That didn't even want to be on the scene here. Let's see what we got. And it also landed on this 10 of Swords reversed. Oh boy. Deep cover. So deep hiding is also what I get here. The Hermit reverse. This will be more of that reversal Virgo energy. Connected to the reversal 6 energy. And this card came out by itself. It doesn't have a feminine energy that's with it here. So this could be a dark night of the soul that this King of Cups is going through. Doing some reflection, some deep internal reflection. Praying. Asking for help. To see the truth of a situation. And they're getting it. This will also be the Sagittarius energy that I just mentioned as well. Very interesting that this is coming through, with this being a card of 9. And so this 9 here just gives relevance to what's here with this 9 of Swords. But it being by itself will show the difference of the Om energy and the meditation and the prayer that comes with this, versus being a 9 energy that's here next to this Queen of Cups in reverse. Like I get more peace being here. Removing themselves, seeing the truth of a situation, removing themselves from that, and then going through this transformative process. Deep internalization to discover the truth and the real true light from within. That's going to be the healing. The Venus aura just began. It's 9:30 Central Time here. But what I was getting ready to say too is with this reversal and this depth of darkness that I'm picking up for this particular, like disassociating themselves, but still being a part of that muck, wanting to find the light at the end of the tunnel. I do see that light being found, but I'm also noticing this Jupiter energy that's in reverse. So also realizing too, and being in connect, it has brought some kind of misfortune, like great misfortune. We did get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, so that could be connected to the material, a loss of money, finances, being drained of resources, of energy, of love that they've given because they're the King of Cups. And this will be the 6th card. We'll just go ahead and leave that there. Let's get your major arcana for Ophiuchus Moon. With this 9 in reverse also too, it's a 10 and a 1. That's going to be an 11. I do get that being a sense of, not justice. Justice is 8 in this deck. But the strength card. And that being a part of that dark night of the soul, maybe feeling a little weak. I'm also getting Aquarius energy. There being lack of vision. And we did get that with being on the wrong path. So going within to rebalance, to balance things out, and to find that goodness and that quality from within that's been completely drained. Ophiuchus moon. All right, more evidence as well. Temperance in reverse. Or you have Temperance up right here in the Empress energy and connect to the King of Cups here. Not a twin flame also. This could be false twin revelation as well for some of you. Take what resonates. It won't be for everyone. The Temperance card is also a card of 14 that creates a 5. So the end of the low vibrational 5s with this major arcana being in reverse. I also get that too. And the end of a contract as well, with the Hierophant representing contractual energy and that being a card of 5 in the majors. So I get the 5 of Swords reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, and the 5 of Cups reversed. And that 5 of Cups is right here in the reverse. And here's the Empress. Could be the impatience also too, coming from the Empress and having to deal or be connected to this King of Cup here. But I also get this being about that false representation that's coming from this reversal energy, and then seeing the truth of a situation of an attachment to the Empress with manipulation. There's the attachment. All right, and I don't need to explain that. That all just came through very clear as day. I said it, and then there it was. And this will be the 6 energy of the imbalanced reversal 6 energy coming from here. And no, I don't get this being about obsession. It is exactly what I said right before that card appeared. This will be an attachment connected to what's here. I even get the coloring of this energy and the fire being the evidence of that truth. Let's get your final card. And that'll be the hacking energy, the 24/7 following, disrespecting boundaries, space, mind, energy, all that coming from that Queen of Swords reverse, who's also going to be the feminine energy in all these other reversal cards. That goes back to that 6 of Cups reverse. Give us. And this has also come through by very catty energy of a divine feminine being attacked. I've gotten this in the past for many of my other readings. Being attacked by karmics. Not being a victim, just it being relayed that they've been disrespected, being judged also too for being healthy. And we do see that here in the Empress energy, where she's full and buxom. Here in this Temperance card in particular, like you can see like certain striations here where there's like bone structures that are seen, where it's a little bit less of a fullness here. Red hair could be significant also too. Like I just get attempting to copy. Given that these energies wanted to appear in this way, will also show the similarities, but then the major differences. And why this can't, for some reason, this Temperance energy in reverse doesn't mesh. Like, it's the same, what I channeled for the title. Like attracts like. Truth of the patience being here with this Empress energy here also too. Just want to make that clear as well. And so gibbous energy, this comes after the first quarter. First quarter is actually going to be on the 23rd at 7:12 a.m. Central Time. this weekend. So in the next couple of days here. So that could be significant for the actual truth of energy connected to the universe, and not because of someone's harshness and being mean and disrespectful and rude towards another woman, especially a divine conduit as well. But the keywords for gibbous will be analysis, strategy, and focus. Mature, develop, articulate, perfect, refine, discern, observe, evaluate. And then I have an upright 10 that's here with the heart. So that'll speak to the divinity from within the Empress energy. And then also the love that they have as being a Queen of Cups, counterpart to the King of Cups, and being in the upright. And that's it. We'll go ahead and we'll see what's at the bottom here. I do see the energy also too of this moon being particular to this Empress energy who's here, where this is the mind manipulation that I got with the reversal moon here, that being the crescent energy, the waxing crescent, and that we're actually in that right now. So this being more truth being relayed here, connected to the mind manipulation coming from this reversal feminine energy who's very mentally unstable. And then the actual stability of this circular energy being in the hands of a Empress energy, who may be you. Mercurial, being strong in Mercurial energy, that may be significant as well. Venus, this is a card of Venus being the ruler of Libra and Taurus. With this being in the upright, this will be more evidence of that stability and the balance that comes from the Empress versus what wanted to be relayed as truth when it's all a big lie. And then having the power of Venus in their hands. Chastity belt will be significant. This will be someone who is protected sexually as well. It just being a part of divine energy. And then the cross being significant here too. But I do get that circular energy and this gibbous energy being a part of manifestation connected to the Venus energy that's here. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. And the Virgo energy that we have gotten here for your reading has been in reverse. That being reverse. This not being reverse. And having an attachment. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Oh, Lord. Confirmed. Thank you, Spirit. Here's the reversal crescent energy that I just channeled as a part of manipulation. I just said that. Reverse, the reverse moon energy to the gibbous right here with the reverse crescent card. Snaps. The green energy will be significant also too. But this is more evidence upon evidence upon evidence, which is why we have these beginning cards here with the Nine of Swords reverse connected to this Queen of Cups reverse. And Ophiuchus moons, this completes your wonderful reading. Truth is truth. Like attracts like. So if it ain't like, it's got to go. Empress energy. Complete bay. This was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.